In the last class, we have discussed about the interference due to reflected light. Now today we will discuss about the interference due to the transmitted light. This. So you observe that the diagram to interference due to the transmitted light, you are taken here the two surfaces LM and L dash M dash. So this is the denser medium, and above this denser medium it is a rarer medium, and below this denser medium it is also rarer medium. It means that it is a thin film. Now having the thickness is, it is a T, small t. Then a ray of light is incident from here. It is incident on the upper surface of the thin film at the B, and you draw the normal at the point of incidence. This is angle of incidence and it is the angle of refraction. So the light ray must be refracted. So internally the refracted light must be, it is act as a incident light to the lower surface of the thin film. Now once again it is a transmitted light. See, it is T is transmitted light. So what happens here? Some part of the light is transmitted and some part of the light is reflected back. Okay, so here the light must be reflected back, and then so using the triangle we find out the interference due to the transmitted light. Okay, now the effective path difference. So to find the path difference between the transmitted rays, draw normal CQ and EP. So here you see the CQ is the normal and CP it is a normal. So then the CT respectively. We also produced ED. E, it is D must be produced backward and CF must be produced backward. So here you got an image, that is I. Now what is the path difference, effective path difference? So that is delta is equal to, path difference is denoted by delta. Delta is equal to mu into CD plus DE minus it is CP. So you see this one from the figure. CD, it is CD plus DE. D it is E minus CP. So C and where it is a P, it is CP. You got the path difference delta. Now we know that from the Snell's law. So it is called equation number 1. From Snell's law, mu is equal to sin I divided by sin R. According to the Snell's law, the sin I divided by sin R is equal to mu. Now from the figure, you see that this is equal to sin I. So CP by CE, CP divided by CE, sin I, and whole divided by sin R means QE divided by CE, QE divided by it is CE from the figure. So now rearrange to this one, CP divided by CE into CE divided by QE. CE get cancelled. So you got mu is equal to CP divided by Q into E. So rearrange once again, CP is equal to mu into QE, called equation number, it is 2. Now from equation 1 and 2, it means that equation 2 must be put in equation number 1. So you got the path difference delta is equal to, put 2 in 1. So delta is equal to mu, write down as it is, CD plus DE, write down as it is, then minus of CP means mu into Q, it is E. Now rearrange to this one. So you got mu is equal to CD plus DQ, CD plus DQ. So mu is a common factor. So then you got CD plus DQ. So what is the CD plus DQ? From the figure, that is mu into CD plus DQ is equal to CI. CD plus DQ is equal to CI. So therefore, this is equal to, what is the CI? CI. So from C to F is T, and then F to I is equal to, it is T. Therefore 2T or 2 mu T cos R. T cos, it is R. So this is the path difference produced by the thin film. So suppose here the maximum and minimum must be occurs. Then what happens for the maximum? So delta is equal to, for maximum, delta is equal to, path difference is equal to, we know that n lambda. So this is equation number 3. Okay. Now you put this equation in here, that is n lambda is equal to, n lambda is equal to 2 mu T cos R. This is the first expression. Now for the minimum, you know that it is a maximum. Now for the minimum, that is delta is equal to n, 2n plus or minus 1 into lambda by, it is 2. So once again this value must be substituted here in this one. So then what happens? The 2n plus or minus 1 into lambda by 2 is equal to 2 mu T cos R. So this is for the minimum, where n is equal to, n is equal to 1 to 3 4 dash dash. N is equal to 1 2 3 4 dash dash dash. So this is about the interference due to the transmitted light.